Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you the product or the app which I built for legal documents, or you can call us LegalMind, which is like mostly advanced AI platform, a legal agent who acts as a lawyer or a guidance to you, or advisor who can able to take your documents, contracts, analyze them, and give you his legal opinion depending upon your documents and across all the devices and platform. So it's a multi-agent legal consultation which has a deep reasoning and fact checking. Because the reason when I said it's legal, I should have to have the 100% of the fact checkings. Otherwise, like it's gonna be a challenge. I cannot be hallucinated when I'm talking about the legal or healthcare ones. And the core thing is like it has a core engine which is going to do a deep research and document analysis, AI powered query enhancement, advanced based answers. You go and you start analyzing your documents, and it's going to give the deep insights of it. It's going to work across the different countries. All you need to do it right. You go and type it, your country name, and then it's automatically going to show you the legalized things from the country's prospects. So, and it has an intelligent um, document suite. What it's going to do it like it's going to take your text and PDF and try to process it, and then gonna gives you the detail analysis about that. And it has inbuilt RAG and knowledge graphs. And I'm trying to put more into the back RAG, so which is going to gives you more specialized, personalized legal assistance for you or your organization. So whenever you go there and you can give your documents, it understands and it's going to give you more personalized, but your organization or your legal team, which they require to do it, and it's going to give to help the drafting assistant. So if you wanted to write a lengthy legalized document, it's going to write automatically about the entire drafting stuff, and it has its own knowledge base. Whenever the new article comes on papers, it just gonna goes and you can go and refer to it. Otherwise, like what gonna happening into the legal ones, every time you have to go and search it into the various um, domains which are gonna publishing those documents, and it's gonna be a challenge for the people to go and read the and look for the domains. And that's where I brought this tool, and it has AI capabilities which gonna gives you the AI generator. When it talks about like legal agent, so legal agent is gonna be a combination of the multiple agent within the a legal agent, and it's gonna communicate, contact, and try to interact with the different sources or agent within that and the LLMs, and gonna gives you a, a deep, insightful, fact checking information. And you can go and you can start doing it. And it has a query based mechanism. So, what it's going to do is like you give a query, it has a routing advisor, which means like if you have a corporate legal team is different, there is a criminal legal team is different. So, there are different teams, and each time you don't need to go back and check the law. And whenever you're releasing your new software, you don't need to go and validate your fact checkings or compliance checks for Europe AI. And it has a document comparison, and I can enhance the number of documents if you can keep on adding the documents. So a number of documents, screenshots, images, PDF you can upload, and you can start comparing that. So I'm gonna build this application, and my future concepts are like to have the QR login. The moment you can log into the multiple platforms by logging into the one, you're gonna get a QR code, and it started logging into the different sessions to ones, and it has like offline mode auto sync. What does it means? Like when you gonna um, in latest news or being comes it automatically understand that, and offline. So when it comes, it like it's gonna download and it's gonna synchronize whenever you comes back. So it has more advancing capabilities, which is like having the trends, insights, and customized widgets depending upon your organization. You can keep on adding the different kind of widgets. So you can drag and drop your widgets, and you can place it down there and start extracting to those ones. And let's start. I'm gonna uh, show you the capabilities. It has a search analysis, it has a document extractor, and it has an image, and it has a text to speech. Some people which might doesn't have some writing the prompt one, and if the different languages they can speak, and it automatically gonna get those things to us. So it's gonna be kind of like the way which I build this entire application, which is gonna gives you a next generation kind of like legal uh, advisory ones. So I'm gonna show you. So the moment if I go and search the analysis, if I have the personalized one, then it's gonna gives me any kind of unread messages or latest changes are happening to the one. It automatically gonna show 2 months. Let me type about the marriage. Uh, right. So if I started writing about the marriage, then it's automatically giving the suggestions to me, right? So alimony, child custody, child support. But the beauty of that, you can upload that, you can choose, you can upload your documents, and you can choose the country which you have been in there. Let me show you. Like when I say the marriage in US, it's it changes. So it's real time, it's understand, right? So what are the major marital domestic partnership issues are there in USA? It's going to show you that. If I go to the Europe, the moment if I given the Europe, it changes. It talks about like the child support, the civil union, the common law in a marriage, and alimony. So this is very powerful. And then you can type your own judicial ones. If I've been in India, if I wanted to see and hear from what are the latest verdicts about, from that, I can do that. I can give the my judicial information in that, and it started exploring to the ones. And let's see it like uh, uh, when I talks about marriage in Europe, it talks about the domestic partnership. So the moment which I click the domestic partnership, the ones, it's gonna goes and do the deep research one, and you can read out the report automatically. By the default, we have the reading capabilities, so you can start reading the one. It's loud and clear. And domestic partnership in UK lacks the federal standardization, so leading to significant variations in the legal rights and responsibility across the states. So it understands the what kind of a challenges in there into Europe, and what kind of domestic partner is going to be there currently, and how it's going to gives you the entire analysis, and it's going to goes the overall confidence about that. So it's going to gives you the entire confidence details, and it started showing you the sub queries which has been right, and it started doing the embedding the ones. So I have given the path to the agent to go the step one step, do the deep research initiated, query the internal uh, ones, and have given the quadrant to go if you have any recent information. If it's not there, go to the web search and search, and comes back and says like whether you have been gone through the web search or not, and try to give me the synthesized report and doing the critical analysis on top of that. And it started showing that like what kind of like ones it's been gone through and researched the ones. So it's all gonna changes the way which we are gonna do it. And the most important here, uh, when I say is right, so it's it's gonna say is like it's gonna take one the US, like if I've given to the India, because it hasn't changed that, and I'm gonna give the Hindu Marriage Act. I've chosen India, and I'll write the Hindu Marriage Act into it, and it has to go and try to see how the Hindu Marriage Act is going to be there. So this act is 1955 in a Hindu Act, and it's going to show me the entire stuff, how and where it has been collected those information, and where it's been finded those stuff. Yeah, I can go on, keep on enhance this, and it's gonna come to you into different. And the moment if I've given this, the ones, if I wanted to generate an image, the problem with generating the images in a modern day, that you have to write entire prompt for it. But the particular legal mind app, you don't need to write entire prompt. You can write a simple context of, right, I wanted to do is a retirement. I'm not doing much of the ones. It automatically has inbuilt AI capability, agentic capabilities. The AI image agent, it takes the entire web content and it's write its own context, and it's showing that it's generated an image by you given a simple prompt of retirement, but it has taken a photorealistic image with a scenic retirement scene. So it started showing me the kind of like image which wanted to see it in there. And you have a text to speech capabilities. You can give your text and speech, and started like going and trying to speak that. But look at that image which I'm showing it, like absolutely realistic the ones, and you can start giving your text, and it's try to give you the ones which have been integrated the one. And the most the one which I wanted to show is like document extractions. The major thing which I'm looking at, like how well the fact checkings are happening into the document extract. The reason why it, right, when you upload any kind of like a document, you can upload your PDFs and started doing that exploration effort, right? So I have a Hindu Marriage Act. So I started like extracting that information and letting to see it, right, how it actually doing the fact checks. Because being a legal agent, it has to give me the absolute right contextual information. It's cannot gives me the vague information which I cannot able to explain it. And one more capabilities which on top of it, right, whenever you're given the document, it started analyzing the document, it's take the context into the rack uh, data side of it, and it's save, and you can start it off converting into your document. So it understand your document context, and then you can write your chart one. So it knows your precise legal terminology which you needs to be work on that, and which have the key information. I got surprised when I put this legal document which is like a Hindu Marriage Act, and which I'm absolutely not aware of much about this act, which is like been released by 2006. It's Child Marriage Act, with the facts which I don't know much about this act yet. Then the moment I goes there and give my legal AI agent, it says like this act is from 2006, and which was passed by the Indian government, excluding Jammu and Kashmir. So that surprised me there. So it means like even the act is gonna be works for entire India, but it's not true. They mention it, right. It's gonna be not gonna be for Jammu and Kashmir people, citizens of India. So for worldwide. So that's gonna defines me to understand and the accuracy of the reasoning of the entire things. If you're looking good, it's gonna goes and understanding like the different kind of like contractual into the child marriages, how it's gonna take the responsibility into the child involvement into it, and the act of grant and district codes and power of issuing into the different maintenance the ones. So and it's try to gives you the data one, and it's gonna gives you the party A and party B and the governing law. Automatically it has to build from who is actually the governing law when it's got the effective. If the dates are not been there into your document, it's not able to create that one. And you can start asking about this documents into more about like question and follow-up answers about these facts and documents, and then it's keep on giving the answers of the knowledge basis of it. And I hope you like it, this AI autonomous agentic apps. And I want you to be like leave your comments and just put some notes. I know there is like various kind of like a legal AI autonomous applications are been there, but my kind of work which I'm doing it right make this app gonna be a global top-notch app that can have a different kind of like information. It's not only a mimicking of like one legal agent, it's a combination of a different legal agent from a different countries, and those legal agents will go and talks to them the super powered legal agent and give the information different from the different geographical places. So please leave your comments, and thanks for watching it, and thanks for your support for my community. Thank you.